What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of 10 Horse My YouTube channel, and I'm out here with Matt Ells.
What's up?
Not much, man. It's good to be on the lake. Had a little drive. I was telling him I stayed up too late watching Open Range, which is a great movie if you haven't seen it. Highly recommend it. So I got up at 4 o'clock this morning on 4 hours of sleep, and I made it to the lake, and we're gonna go putt around and try to catch some fish. We're pre-fishing for the BFL Super Tournament tomorrow, which, by the way, this guy won it last year.
Try to do it again.
Back to back. He's trying to go back to back. So we're just putting around, trying a few things, and I'm just glad to be off of work. Glad to be out here in the sunshine on a beautiful day. And whether I catch a fish or not, well, I'm not gonna say I could care less whether I catch a fish. I want to sniff a few, but we're just gonna go here and poke around and have some fun, try to put a pattern together for this guy tomorrow. I'm just gonna do whatever my boater does, so stay tuned. Bite, came back and got it. They all count.
But do they though? Do they really?
Oh, look at that. I saw that fish come up there and suck that in. That was the same size fish you just had. Yeah. Got him. That wasn't the same fish. That one doesn't count. That's the wrong species. This kind of stuff he was fishing at bull shoals. Kind of bluffy stuff.
Like where you come around here.
Yeah. Yep. Got off. That's a keeper, small one. Yeah.
Is he on the bottom? Or?
Yeah, right when he hit the bottom, I'm thump on a little finesse jig. You caught those gar? Yeah. Were you catching those on a jig?
I was catching them swimming this jig, this football jig.
Did you actually hook them?
Oh yeah. I got 3 of them to the boat.
Yeah, they're fun until you gotta take them off. We catch those muskie every once in a while. There we go. Fish on. Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, right. He's up in no water.
Good one?
Dragon keep loose. Keeper.
Kentucky.
I hope I don't have to weigh in any of those.
Rock bass. Got it. I got him for you. Yeah. There we go. We got, I think it's a drum. I thought it was a big old crappie at first. Yeah, that's all right.
Wouldn't be like the Ozarks.
No river fish. Drums, please. Those are nasty looking fish, man. Nasty. Survivors. All right, a little midday report. Fishing's been kind of slow. Just want to give you a little water conditions update. We've got 80.33. What'd you see this morning when you started?
It's about 77, 78 this morning.
Okay, so it warmed up about 3 degrees. As far as the clarity, what would you say? Like the glaze up towards the toll bridge, you kind of fish a little bit of that.
In the glaze has got a lot of color, but once you get around from the toll bridge up toward the dam, it's really clear, especially for this time of year. It's got 6-7 foot visibility.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got a lot of visibility up there. And as you get down toward Tantera, we're starting to see color down here, and you get up toward there's actually a lot of color just right there around Hurricane Deck right now. And then as you get above that, up above Bollinger, it seems to start clearing up a little bit. It's got its normal color. It's not clear by any means, but it's not muddy up there right now.
Right, so you can just bounce around. I know one thing we did notice was you get a lot of this boat traffic and it kind of starts stirring up, so you get a little bit of stain along, you know, that first 10 foot off of the shoreline. But as far as water clarity, it's like Matt said, it's pretty clear for this time of year. And that a lot of that's got to do with, you know, if they're pulling a lot of current, it seems like it stirs stuff up, but the less current they're pulling, the more clear the water. Jumper. Counts.
Sadly, he's
got that bikini belly. Abs steel. Same spot you just caught your fish. But actually mine was underneath the cable instead of over the cable, so not as exciting. Yeah, he's decent. I don't know. Nah, small keeper probably. It's good for me. I'll take that all day long. I'll let him eat it though. Yeah, right on the corner of the dock. Called it. Yeah. Yeah. No. Put on about 4 inches by tomorrow. We'll be good. There he is. Hey, fish hit it like 4 or 5 times. Damn, we hold still. There we go. Little apex underspin, little spotted bass. We having fun now. That's the disadvantage of the lakes that we fish back home, is they're so small that it's hard to really run a pattern, because, you know, if you find them on a certain kind of bank, there's probably only just a couple banks like that. Yeah, exactly, if there's even 3. Man, I met Mike. I used to play with Stan Denninger, just kind of through music. He was friends with the guy that I was playing music with, and he started kind of coming down and watching us practice a little bit and showing up at the gigs, and I found out he liked fishing, and I think I ended up giving him about 50 back issues of Bassmaster magazine as a hello gift. It's crazy how that happens. Little guy. Finally got a hook in one.
Nowhere near the right size.
They all count. I'll keep saying that regardless. I had a recent trip. I jumped fish off on a chatterbait. I missed them on just a 7-inch worm. I missed them on a jig. I mean, I caught some too, but they were jumping off, and at first I thought it's just a chatterbait. But every bait that I put on, I missed several on it. Like had them come up and they jump and spit it. They're just biting weird that day, I guess. I don't know.
I think some days we think they're just nipping at it, but I think a lot of those days, from what I've seen and just experience, is they're actually taking it in so deep and clamping down on it so fast you never get the hook in them.
You can't. You're not moving the bait enough to penetrate.
Little shade, not much.
All right, it's midday. Just bouncing around, trying a few things. Matt's looking for kind of specific type of, bank and watercolor. And what was that, a bite?
It was a rock.
It was a rock. It was a rock bite. So what's going on? What are you looking for out here on Lake of the Ozarks? You're pre-fishing.
Right now, I'm kind of on two different deals, and the reason I'm doing this is there's been a bunch of big gizzard shad getting pushed up against the steeper, bluffy type banks. And it's got a little shelf. I feel like maybe if they're in the shade, a guy can maybe get a good bite here and there. So they should be up here. So far they haven't been, but there's plenty of bait. The right stuff's up there for them to eat. So I think it's just a matter of time.
You think it's something where you just keep covering a lot of this and eventually you'll run into a little stretch? And we kind of noticed that a while ago. I mean, we're catching smaller fish, but you hit a lot of dead water and then all of a sudden you get 3 or 4 bites.
Yep, and I think that's how it'll be. I think it's if you cover enough water, I think you could. I think you catch a couple good ones doing this. This time of year, it's real hit or miss, but it's when they're there, you get on a little stretch and you can catch a few real good ones in a hurry because they're the ones that are up there eating those 6-7-inch gizzard shad. They're the right size fish. So.
Okay. So this is something that you could do all day long?
I think so. You just got to chase the shade, I think, or the wind. We're not going to have any wind in the tournament, doesn't look like, so it'll just be a shade deal, more than likely. But I think you could. I think you could do it all day.
Yeah, the thing about Lake of the Ozarks is you may not have any wind, but you will have some boat wakes.
You got plenty of boat wakes.
So it doesn't totally substitute for the wind, but it definitely keeps it from being slick.
That's one thing, like when I'm swimming a jig around the docks, I prefer wind, but if I get plenty of boat wake, it works the same with the wind. It brings those fish up in the water column around those docks when I'm swimming it, gets them off the bottom. Yeah,
it breaks up that water surface a little bit too, and makes them feel a little bit, they're able to come out there and grab your bait as it's swimming by. So, all right, I'm gonna put this camera down. I'm gonna try to catch a fish.
What he's got, he always got me in the lip, in between the boat and the lip. I don't know how you're gonna beat him. I'll lose weight on that.
Is he still on there?
Yeah. He's only going that way.
You want to get out?
I'm thinking about it.
I'll hold the boat for you.
Just at least see what I can do. Whoa. Oh, I can't reach him. He's not even a good fish.
You're supposed to lie and say he's every bit of 5 pounds.
Oh, he's a 5-pounder.
Yeah, I can tell. There's one. Getting all the little ones out of the way for you. Ooh. Get in there and you'll... Yeah, exactly. It's a 5-pounder. At least I found something I'm gonna get some bites on. They are. It's got bait fuel on it. Mm-hmm. It's all about that bait fuel.
It's just weird bite windows. It seems like the morning bite is definitely.
Dude, I'm on them, man. I got the school fired up. Saving all the bigs for tomorrow, folks. Saving all the bigs. Cool thing about this worm is you can flip it around. It's the same on both sides. So, call it the bargain worm. There you go. That's what you're looking for.
There I go.
They all count. There he is. Let's get a close up of this. I can't believe you swung that thing, man.
All right.
You just have like 20-pound tests on there.
Yeah, begging. Okay.
Good luck.
On up now, my friend.
Cigarette boats are good luck.
I can just hear the gas running out.
Yeah, no doubt. Come on, fish. All right, folks, that's gonna wrap it up on a little baby fish. And we had some fun out here. Fishing kind of got a little bit tough. Matt said he caught quite a few before he picked me up this morning, but this right here is gonna come into play for me tomorrow. For sure, got a lot of confidence in this little bait. And we'll just go out there, keep our heads down, see if we can snatch us up a couple. Give me a thumbs up if you appreciate the content, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, real quick recap. What's the plan for tomorrow?
Man,
I mean, today was tough. Yesterday was tough, but you did have a good day a couple days ago.
I had a great day Wednesday. Got on a good pattern. I've got a lot of spots like it in that area, so I've just stayed away from it. So I'm hoping they're there. I think they will be. I don't think they've gone anywhere. I've worked the last 2 days to come up with a backup plan, and it's been totally unsuccessful. So hope to put all my eggs in one basket and see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, to me personally, I think that was the way to go. Instead of going up in the areas that you have confidence in and sore lipping more fish. I mean, even though you had your hook cut off, most likely, but those fish are still seeing your bait, they're still feeling your boat pressure and stuff. It's better just to stay out of that. And things change. Like I was saying earlier, they haven't fed for 2 days, so they got to feed tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully, that's the plan. So hopefully you'll get on them and
I think everything's going to line up right. We've had really stable weather. I hope we don't get fogged in the morning. We've been lucky the last 2 days with no fog. Yeah. I haven't really looked at the forecast a whole lot as far as what the temperature's going to be. We're going to be right there on the edge of fog and no fog. So if we can get out of here early, I think I have an opportunity to catch a decent bag tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't think about the fog, but coming here, I saw 44 degrees in some of those valleys. Right now it's probably close to 80, so right. That's quite a bit of a fluctuation. The water temp's right at 80, so you get some mid 40-degree days or mornings and that higher water temperature, and and there's not going to be any wind either. So if we do get fog, we're going to be sitting here for a little bit, unfortunately.
Yeah, Wednesday it didn't lift till 8:30.
Okay.
And
that's the worst tournament when you have to sit there. You're all like, you're jacked up, you're ready to go get it done, and you got to sit.
Just sit.
And then you got to get refired up after. It's like right. It's so hard to do. But that's it, man. Thanks for coming along on this. Hope you guys learned a little bit, and we'll see you next time.